Hey, my movie freaks. So, as you can tell from the title, I am going to be... Thank you for that introduction. I am going to be... Boys are gross. I am going to be ranking M.Night Shyamalan's movies. Now, I'm not going to be ranking all of them because I have not seen all of them, so I'm going to be ranking the ones that I have seen. And this is going to be very controversial because my top ones are probably not going to be the same as your top ones, but again, this is my list, so yeah. And some of these I don't own. I think I don't own like one of them, but I pretty much have all of them. So we are going to start with my number 10, which a lot of you may not know. He actually wrote Stuart Little. I'm not a huge fan of Stuart Little. It just didn't click with me when I was younger. It came out in '99, so it didn't really. I was more in like my, well, close to my teenage years, and so it wasn't really one that I was like, oh, I need to go watch Stuart Little. No, yeah. Turn it down, please. So yeah, Stuart Little is my number 10. My number 9 is, a lot of people are not gonna like this movie, is After Earth with Will Smith and Jaden Smith. This one came out in 2013. I like the premise, I like the idea. I mean, it's not a horrible movie, but it wasn't the best. And I think Jaden gave a really good performance, him being the main character in the movie, and I did like the idea of the movie. So, I mean, it's not a horrible movie. So my number 8, everybody hates this movie, I always hear it. Sorry, anyways, is 2008. Oh, and I forgot to mention, After Earth, he wrote, produced, and directed that movie. Number 9 is The Happening. A lot of people hate this movie. It's got Mark Wahlberg in it, John Leguizamo. I actually like this movie. I think it's a fun movie. It's got a different idea. Basically, I guess there's something with the plants and they make everybody kill themselves, but it's because the plants are sick of people mistreating them. And so yeah, this one came out in 2008, and he wrote, directed, and produced this movie, so triple threat right there. Okay, my number 8. I've heard a lot of people say they don't like this movie, but I love this movie. I love the powers. I love just everything about it is so much fun. And it's The Last Airbender, and it came out in 2010. He wrote, directed, and produced the movie, even though it's based off the cartoon. He wrote the script and everything for it, the idea. But I'm pretty sure everybody and their dog knows about The Last Airbender, so I won't go into too much detail on that one. Now the next one is Devil, which came out in 2010. He wrote and produced this one. He didn't direct. This one, it's got quite a twist on it. Basically, they're stuck in the elevator, and somebody in there is Satan. So, can you stop? I don't want to play. And they have to figure out who it is before everybody gets killed. So, I mean, it's a pretty good movie. I think M. Night Shayamalan, he has an appearance in every one of his movies, but I don't remember him being in The Happening or The Last Airbender. But yeah, this one's really fun. I like watching this one. I haven't watched it for a while, so I need to revisit it. And speaking of visit, 2015's The Visit, he wrote, produced, and directed this movie. This movie is so much fun, especially the kid in it. What is his name? Gosh, what is his name? Ed Oxenbould, I think that's his name. he is so funny. Like him and the girl, what's her name again? I think it's Olivia. Yeah, Olivia. They're in Better Watch Out together. And I think they have such a great connection, and I love that they play brother and sister in this movie. Their dialogue in this movie is just hilarious. Like, Shakira! Like every time we watch that part, we just crack up. We meaning my kids, because they like this movie. So basically, the children, they go to visit their estranged grandparents because their mother doesn't talk to them. They've never seen them, and so they don't know what to expect. When they get there, they are hit with like weirdness all over, and yeah, big surprise at the end. If you haven't seen that one, I won't ruin it for you. Okay, next one is Signs. I have this cool triple set here. Signs came out in 2002, and he wrote, directed, and produced this one. Basically, I think everybody in the whole world knows what Signs is. You know, it's his alien invasion movie. Super fun. The part where on the news broadcast, that one still freaks me out to this day. I can't get over how much that part scares me. I hate aliens. E.T. is my most loathed movie because it freaks me out. Like every time I see it in the store, I grab it and turn it around, and my kids try and tease me with it, but you know, then I get mad. But yeah, The Signs is a really good movie. It's got Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, it's got a really good cast. Most of his movies have A-list casts. So, yeah, there's that one. And you're probably going to wonder where The Village is in my list. You're going to be surprised. So, the next one came out in 1999. And not a lot of people are going to know about this. And it is She's All That. Yes, the teen flick, romantic movie. He was the ghostwriter for that movie. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's why I like it, because M.Night Shayamalan, he is one of my favorite directors right now. Also James Wan. I just feel like he has such a different mind. He has a mind like mine, where it's just like fairy tales and all that great stuff. But yeah, on that one, he was the ghostwriter for that one. The next one is baby girl. Okay, the next one is, a lot of people are going to disagree with this as well. This one is number 3 on my list, and this one came out in 2006. He wrote, directed, and produced this movie, and it is Lady in the Water. We just watched this one the other day for probably the millionth time. I love this movie. I think this movie is so cute. It has a good, like a great story, and I think it's actually, my daughter said it was that they were speaking Korean, because if you've seen my channel, you know that she's obsessed with Korea and K-pop, and she said they were speaking Korean, so I'm assuming it's a Korean bedtime story, but I'll have to check further into it. But there's a lot of people in this movie. Paul Giamatti, Bryce Dallas Howard, Freddie Rodriguez. I mean, there's just an not unlimited, but a great cast in this movie. And I think it's super fun. Like, you get to play like the investigative detective in it and try to figure out how they're gonna save this. She's basically a water nymph, and she has to be taken away by the Grand Itlon, and they have to help her get to that point. And so that's where Paul Giamatti comes in, and he is the like maintenance man at the apartment complex. And I just love this movie. I can't say enough good things about this movie, and I hear a lot of people throw shade at it, and I totally disagree. I really like this movie, and I totally recommend you give it another chance if you have not already. Okay, next one is going to be number 2, and this one came out in 1999. Can you all guess what it's going to be? Now, I've already gone through those ones. What do you guys think it's going to be? So this one was written and directed, so it was not produced by him. And it stars Bruce Willis. What do you think it is? It is Signs. This one came out in 1999. And this had the, like, oh my god factor in it, because everybody's like, I'm just gonna say it because I think everybody's seen this movie, that Bruce Willis was actually dead in this movie. And the Haley Joel Osment, he could see ghosts. And so he was actually seeing Bruce Willis, who is his psychologist. He's a child psychologist. He was trying to help him, but Bruce Willis didn't know that he actually died early in the movie. So, I mean, everybody's seen this movie. I don't think I'm ruining the plot for anybody, but if I am, I will put spoiler alert before I even mention it, okay? Alright. Now number 1 on my list. This one came out in 2004. He wrote, directed, and produced this movie, and you guys are probably gonna be like, what? That's number 1 on your list? Yes. The Village. Where is it? Right here. The Village. The Village holds a special place in my heart because I love the story. It's scary. I love the settings for this movie. I love Bryce. She does amazing in this movie. She's blind in the movie. And she basically has to save the town, but then she's in for a surprise. They're not allowed to leave their, like, commune. They have, it kind of reminds me of like Amish, like an Amish community. But they're not allowed to go past their post that they have set up. And I think they're red posts, if I'm correct. Or yellow. I can't remember. But if they do go past those, there's some type of creature in the forest, and it'll get them if they do. And so, you know, it has that like, oh my god, you know, what's gonna happen. And when it does happen, you're super surprised. Even if you've seen the movie, there's still, it's still got that little fright factor and the surprises. And I really enjoy everybody in this movie. Huh? Okay, anyways, my son had to show me something. But yeah, Village is my number 1, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I think it is a super fun movie, and it has a lot of like a really good cast. Let me see if I can see. It's really small because it's in this 3 disc. I'm gonna actually upgrade. I actually got, you know, you just saw The Sixth Sense. I'm gonna get Signs and The Village, but I don't think The Village was released on Blu-ray. Let's see who's in here. Sigourney Weaver, Brendan Gleeson, Adrian Brody, Joaquin Phoenix, Brendan Gleeson. I mean, there's just a great cast in this movie. M.Night Shayamalan, he always has the ability to pick the exact, like, the right person for the part. Like Bruce Willis. I cannot imagine that movie without Bruce Willis. And I couldn't imagine The Sixth Sense without Haley. Like, it's just an amazing movie, and the actor makes the movie sometimes, and so does the director. But The Village, I just feel like people don't give it enough credit, and if you have not watched it because you've heard bad reviews, or if you have heard or you've watched it and you just didn't like it, give it another chance, because I feel like it is worth the watch. Now, there are other movies that I haven't watched, like Unbreakable and Split and Glass. Those movies just don't call my attention like these earlier movies. And I know he has a couple TV shows out that he's written on, and I cannot wait for his next project, because I've seen it on IMDb that he is going to be releasing another film, and it's not it's focusing on my grandbaby right here. I cannot wait to see, because it's untitled, there's no name, and I cannot wait to see what's in store for that one. But yeah, that is my list, my ranking for movie ranking, sorry. I had a little brain cramp. But also I'm going to be doing an update video after this one, kind of let you guys know where I've been, where's my movie update. It'll be included with my movie update, my monthly pickups. So that'll be uploaded either before or after this one. And I want to thank all the new subscribers that I've gotten, and I really love seeing when new people come into my channel, because that way we can open up and all become movie freaks together, because I'm just a total movie freak. But yeah, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that before you leave and click the notification bell. Also like this video if you like M. Night Shayamalan. If you don't agree with my list, put your list down below, because I'd love to see what you guys come up with. But that's just my list for now. I'm sure it'll change later on. But that is it for my video, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!